We're trying to get every single platinum trophy for all the favorite games of my childhood. Last time it was GTA San Andreas, but this time around, we're going to be getting the platinum for 2002 rated M for mature. I was definitely not old enough to play this game at the time, but shout out to mom and dad.
Tommy Vassetti, just set him loose in Vice City. We give him a little cash to get started, okay? Then we go down, pay him a little visit, right?
We begin this playthrough after a Snow White deal gone wrong, but before we get into the story missions, I wanted to get as much side content done as possible, starting with the Take the Cannoli trophy for getting a criminal rating of Godfather, and the easiest way to do this is with this mission right here, Going Crazy, where the objective of this mission is to go around the checkpoints as fast as possible, but there's a glitch. We're timing it up just right at 0 the first 7 times and then proceeding to do 1 second better each time until you reach 12 will increase the money you get, essentially making money in the game a non-issue. On top of that, since you have all that money, your criminal rating will increase in the process, which leads to you getting the trophy Bloodstained's hands for earning the butchered criminal rating, and eventually after doing Going Crazy for a total of 19 times, you get the trophy Take the Cannoli for having a criminal rating of 100,000. Continuing the trend of getting as many trophies as possible before the main story, we begin the taxi missions, which requires you to drop off 25 passengers, but it doesn't end there. For 100% completion, you have to do 100 drop-offs, unfortunately, but thankfully it doesn't have to be in one go. So with that, we get the trophy from point A to point B. Keeping the trend going, we start with the paramedic missions, and along the way we just so happen to bump into a police car displaying our awful, and I'm talking about awful driving, which leads us to getting our first police bribe for the trophy Greasy Palms, to eventually driving everyone to safety and completing level 12 of the paramedic missions in order to get our next trophy, somebody called the Wambulance.
The East Coast made you drive like an idiot, fool. Man, you always crashing cars and shit. No disrespect, man, but you can't drive for shit.
With 5 trophies down, everything is going extremely smooth, but that was until I met this little guy right here. Yes, right here, the RC Bandit, the next trophy on our list, just like the real thing, and we need to win this RC Bandit race to get it. So yeah, I lost this race a few times, but eventually we get the dub for our 6th trophy of the playthrough. With one more side mission on my list to do before we begin the story, I guess I'll deliver it. 10 pieces down as we get the trophy Pie Guy, but I wish the trophies would simply be assigned to you completing the entire thing, since you have to get it for 100% anyways. But after finishing the pizza deliveries and then buying all the properties that I can on this first island, I was done running around, so let me proceed with some of the story.
I did not go to law school for this. Okay, now what the hell are we gonna do?
Well, stealing the bike and meeting Colonel Cortez and his daughter, who both will be big help later on, seemed to be the correct first course of action, as well as meeting this guy.
Goes by the name of Kent Paul.
I'm Kent Paul, I'm a friend of Rosenberg's.
Rosenberg. That bonkers ambulance chaser. That guy could defend an innocent man all the way to death row.
Who we nicely convinced for some information in order to find exactly who ruined our snow exchange from earlier in the story. But yeah, I don't think this guy's talking. That did lead us to meeting yet another, let's say, shady looking guy, Lance Van.
I want what you want, brother.
Oh yeah? And what's that?
Your green and my dead brother's white lady.
So after yet another thought-provoking mission for Rosenberg, we meet
Avery here has a proposition.
Son, you help me, and any greaseballs giving you a hard time, I'll see to it they take a long dirt nap.
Who wants us to cause a little bit of commotion at a construction site. But after that's done, we get our next trophy for completing all of the missions for Ken Rosenberg, our legal counsel. We can now take jobs from Avery, and right after that mission, we get our 34th hidden package. I'm knocking out those along the way, along with the assassination missions.
Get to the payphone next to the mall in Washington.
Okay, that's just easy work, but now it's time to go see Avery.
Well, I need some tenacious bastard to let go of some dirt. And you look to me like the kind of guy to persuade him.
And the missions for Avery are very important because he gives us 2 missable trophies. First, we have to go to the local country club and take out this guy with a golf club in order to get the trophy Irony. And although he tried to evade me, we made it look easy. Well, kinda. The next missable trophy is Choppered Up, where Avery needs
To step in and save the rejuvenation of an important area of the city.
where we invade a construction site with a RC heli, but the kicker is we must take out each worker with the RC heli's blades, which wasn't the hardest thing to do, but you are on a timer and you have to make sure you take out all of them before you drop that last bomb. So with one more check, we get the trophy. And this would not be the last time we get to use a blade. From what I understand, this guy right here tipped off someone about the white deal that we had earlier.
This isn't getting me any closer to my money.
Tommy, my friend.
However, as a favor, we continue to help him out. And in doing so, we get one step closer to
Yes, apparently that angry midget runs this madhouse.
we help Diaz survive a bad deal, and after that, apparently,
You work for me now.
Tommy's also an assassin on the side, but we didn't tell him about all that. And although I had such a wonderful time working for Diaz, shooting gang members off of rooftops and stealing boats, there's a major issue.
I'm starting to think that Diaz was responsible for our unfortunate loss.
So as we think about how we're going to take over Diaz's operation and eventually put him under, we do another mission for Cortez. So during this mission, I was trying to see how I was going to steal this tank, and I tried to put this car in front of it first.
Convoy, halt! Get that civilian vehicle out of our way. Sir, moving vehicle. Civilian, move away from the tank.
That didn't work. And so eventually I thought to myself, just take off running after they shoot at you and hope for the best. And it worked. After that, we meet Donald Love, somebody we will get to know a lot in another playthrough. So
Nothing brings down real estate prices quicker than a good old-fashioned gang war.
Nothing drives down real estate prices like a good old-fashioned gang war.
after causing some problems though and lowering the property value in that area, we get a phone call because apparently this unlocks the mainland missions. So before leaving Starfish Island, we get our next trophy for bouncing this beach ball in the air 5 times. But before we check out who called us, we go on the search for the rest of the hidden packages. But once we get to 90 of those, that unlocks the tank. So we go ahead and begin the Vigilante missions for our next trophy. And while we were in the process of doing so, we got the Bull in the China Shop trophy for causing $1 million in property damage before completing level 12 and getting the trophy running rampant. And we are not yet done with the side quest, so we collect the remaining hidden packages for the City Sleuth trophy, extinguish 10 fires for the high quality H2O trophy, and complete level 12 as it is needed for 100% completion along with the RC Raider pickup. But now that a good bit of side content is done, I needed to
Prove you're a man, huh? Take out the boat.
and well, maybe I have the
Big cojones.
never mind that. After one restart, I prove I have what it takes.
And not some little bitty chiquita one.
I'm sent on various missions to benefit the Cubans until I meet.
Or Lantipulea Turner, maybe she help you.
So
Here we go again.
now apparently Tommy is under the control of the Haitians after Aunt Poulet puts him under some type of hypnosis, mind control, voodoo.
Now, Tommy, I'm going to whisper a little errand for you. Hear me well, aye?
But after a few tasks for the benefit of the Haitians, he is no longer needed.
Tommy, when you coming back here, fee? Me tell you, we don't want to see you around here no more.
Now that we finally have come back to our right mind, we help the Cubans with one final mission.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Gross.
I guess he's not that smooth with the ladies, but he does help us get our next trophy. After we complete this mission, Trojan Voodoo, we basically roll up to the Haitians' main snow operation, plant explosives, and completely destroy the place for the trophy Big Heat from Little Havana. With that, we work our way back to the main storyline where Diaz had an issue.
Screw you!
It's died. What else can I do?
It's probably not plugged in.
What? Dang.
Well, other than the issue with the TV, me and
Mr. Lance Vance Dance
pick up this cargo for Diaz, shoot our way back to the mansion in order to get the trophy South American connection. After completing the mission, supply and demand. While plans to take out Diaz were starting to develop, somebody got a little too impatient.
Miss Lance, Tommy, we can do this thing. You and me, no problem. You know what I mean?
All right, Mush. I'm gonna save your Vera, mate.
What the hell are you talking about?
You know that wanker Diaz, the Bugelmeister? He's got your boy lugs. Word is your mate tried to jump him. Didn't jump high enough, if you know what I mean.
Where did he take him? In plain English.
Keep your party on. They got him across town to the junkyard.
So we saved Lance after he made his first of many dumb decisions.
You screwed up real good, Lance.
He killed my brother. What do you expect me to do, mow his lawns?
And then we save our old friend Cortez, who was in some deep trouble.
I'm going to need your help as soon as possible, amigo.
This phone call allows us to get our next trophy, Life of the Party, after we help Cortez leave the city safely. So with that, we get the trophy. But there was one guy who was not the life of the party, and since Lance ruined our low and slow approach, it was time to drop that idea and get our next trophy. All we had to do here was take out Diaz with an M4 in the mission, rub out, and that gives us the trophy Salutations, my little friend.
Tommy, you betrayed me, you idiot! I'm gonna kill you real soon! I trusted you, Tommy. Say goodnight, Mr. Diaz.
And with Diaz now out of the picture, I had time to get some more of the side content done. The PCJ Playground. Heli race checkpoints, dirt bike track, and test track missions before pulling up on Kent Paul, who is
Done at recording studios with some major artists. Why don't you pay us a visit?
And as we slowly take over Vice City, one guy in particular is getting worried.
Tommy, remember me?
Hello, Sonny.
Don't forget about us, Tommy.
But we ignore that as we head down to the recording studio to meet
Percy, Dick, Willie's in a carsy, and that was Jez in a booth earlier. And
all to gather some useful ingredients and protect them from their stalker issues before Paul introduces us to this man, whose biker gang he wants to run security for an upcoming show for Love Fist, as well as the guy who will help us get our next trophy, Two Wheel Tommy. But in order to get that trophy, we must become a part of this biker gang because
we only do favors for our own.
After proving we can ride a bike, a few initiation rituals, and helping the leader get his bike back, we get the trophy after completing the mission Hogtied. But even with the security for the show handled, there was still two issues.
That psycho won't leave Love Fist alone.
You didn't kill him, man.
And the second issue was,
we need someone to drive the limo we can trust.
On top of that, this was the mission that would unlock our 21st trophy of the playthrough. All I had to do was...
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Sorry, that's my PTSD. Anyways, getting the trophy would require us to not allow the limo to blow up by keeping our foot on the gas as much as possible and not allowing that meter to fill up. But our first time around was interesting as I took the wrong turn, ended up here, and well,
Which way is doing it?
The green one.
There isn't a green one.
So I go right instead of left this time, and the mission was easy for our 21st trophy of the playthrough, Chauffeur, for completing that mission. Then we get to enjoy a Love Fist concert at its finest.
Hello, Tommy. It's Baker. Just wanted to say I really enjoyed the show. Me and the boys want to thank you and remind you got our respect.
So with Love Fist in a pursuit to take over the music industry, it was time for Tommy Vercetti to take over more of Vice City. First with a shakedown of local businesses.
Screw bribery. I'll show you how to make them scared. I'll be back here in 5 minutes.
And it was at this time Avery gives us a fantastic idea.
There's a lot of opportunity in this town if you own the right real estate. You catch my drift?
So after shaking down a few more stores, we go and buy our first asset property, the Malibu nightclub. Already having these 7 safe houses in the game, this makes a total of 8 properties, as we need to buy 10 properties in Vice City to get the trophy Vice City Mogul. The asset properties also come with a set of submissions, and for this nightclub in particular, it would become the base of operations to set up a robbery, where we need a locksmith who we broke out of jail, a shooter who we meet at ammunition. So while we were there, we go ahead and complete the ammunition gun challenge. Last on the list though, we needed a driver who apparently has
Abandonment issues, something to do with his mama.
but we beat him in a race, so
Okay, I'll drive for you, but please treat him bad.
the plan is on, and the robbery itself actually goes pretty good for the most part. Well, kinda.
Guys, get in! I got you covered!
But this is why you do the taxi missions, because that escape was pretty easy. We needed 2 more properties for the trophy, so we proceed to go and buy Sunshine Autos, complete all of the street races, and import every single vehicle on this import list, except for one, and that one was
Front. We distribute other non-dairy products.
So in buying the Cherry Popper ice cream property, we finally get the trophy Vice City Mogul. And after finishing all of the ice cream truck missions, the last thing we needed to do was take the ice cream truck itself to Sunshine Autos to finish all of the car import list at this point for our next trophy, Grand Theft Auto. Continuing the trend of hanging out at the car showroom, right here at the bottom floor of Sunshine Autos, we need the Deluxo to get the trophy Don't Need Roads by simply driving it at max speed. And since we're out doing non-story mode related content, we proceed to finish the 3 stadium events: Hot Ring, Blood Ring, and Dirt Ring. And since that last stadium event was on a dirt bike, I found it fitting to go ahead and get the trophy 1 is better than 2 for popping a wheelie for 30 seconds. And I tried to do this on the road, but doing it on a beach surface made it extremely easy. Simply find a nice cadence and boom, we get the trophy 1 is better than 2. And before we get back to the main story, there was something that we needed to do.
Get to the payphone in Little Havana. There is a valuable exchange taking place on the roof of the Cherry Popper Ice Cream Company. Steal everyone involved. Steal the merchandise and take it to the helipad at the airport.
To finally get the trophy Gun for Hire after I completed every single assassination mission. And with that done, it was time to pay Phil a visit, which may have been a bad idea.
How you doing? It's been too long. You just watch this. Ta-da! Oh, damn!
Looking back on it now, if I never went over to see him, I believe this without a doubt, he would have been taking a dirt nap. So with Tommy's mind in a daze, we rushed him to the hospital.
Not the hospital, man. Too many cops and being calm.
So with my heroics over though,
I want to thank you for helping me out back there, son.
it was time to get back to business.
What's the problem? Some bars refusing to pay. Don't worry, Tommy. I can handle it. You call this handling it?
And since it seems that Lance cannot handle business, it was time for us to do it ourselves, but I don't think he took that too well.
What's the problem, Lance?
It's you, my friend. I feel you're not giving me a fair slice.
However, it was in this moment exactly, where I wish Tommy would have told him,
You moron! What were you thinking?
this mission is where we get our next trophy, Catch Me If You Can, but not upon completion. See, this is the trophy for getting a 6-star wanted level. Now, let me explain. Up until this point, I pretty much ran through each mission with relative ease, but Mr. Lance Van Dance continued to die in this mission over and over and over again. I think I spent about 45 minutes on this mission. No lie, the concept of the mission goes: trap some cops in a garage to steal their outfits, use the outfits to gain access to the mall undetected, set the bomb to blow up this cafe, and then escape with a high wanted level. Once I almost made it to the pen spray, but I got blocked. Other times I tried to make it across the bridge, but my car didn't make it. Then Lance doesn't run away from vehicles on fire, and I continued to hear this intro and think of Lance.
You moron! What were you thinking?
Which led me to getting the 6-star wanted level trophy on accident, which is the Catch Me If You Can trophy, because I simply got frustrated and just started blasting. But eventually I made it to the pan spray, successfully passed the mission. I was happy, but Lance on the other hand,
I ain't interested in what you gotta say. Why should I be? You don't care about me, do you?
Either way, with another asset to my name, I believe it's appropriate to dive deep into all of what Vice City has to offer. So with a few more purchases and asset missions done, wait. See, once again, this is why you do the taxi missions. I thought this was hilarious at the time. Anyways, my last 2 purchases were interesting, but it was time to take it to another level. Tommy buys a very interesting studio and
we're gonna turn this place around.
But first, we need workers and we need a way to spread the word, which all went well. However, there seems to be an issue here where a certain individual wants to shut us down, so we use blackmail to ensure the release of the next film goes through. With that, what is the one thing every film needs? Great promotion. And this is where our next trophy, Not My First Time, comes in. For this, we have to turn on a spotlight that will be used as promo for everyone in the city to see. But there is just one issue. We have to go from rooftop to rooftop without falling, which as an idea is not hard. It was the fact that the bike continued to blow up because once I landed, it was taking a lot of damage. But after a few attempts, we finally turned the light on to get the trophy, Not My First Time. And with that, this gave me the perfect opportunity or the best excuse to go ahead and perform every single stunt jump in the game. And although I did run into an issue where I reached 34 out of 35 jumps and I did not know which one I missed, but eventually while going back through them while on my PlayStation Portal, I realized I missed one in the airport because they all simply looked the same. But we eventually got them all and got the trophy Daredevil. So now it was time to finish our last asset property mission where we
might print something, a newspaper, magazine.
Oh crap, Sonny. I've always fancied printing money, but we need some good quality plates.
So in order to get more information, we visit the one guy who would know where to find the plates.
Ass on that. Alright, girls, you're lost, mate, innit? Alright, Bill China.
What do you know about counterfeiting?
Oh, I'm fine, Paul. How about you? Alright. All I know about Dodgy Reddies is to try and supply the plates. They've got a shipping company down the docks.
Thanks.
Oh.
And once we get the operation up and running, there was someone out there who wanted their real money.
Sonny, we were set up. The deal was an ambush. Harry and Lee are dead.
You better be kidding me, Tommy. Tell me you still got the money.
No, Sonny. I don't have the money.
That was my money, Tommy! My money!
You have my personal assurance that I'm gonna get you your money back.
Push the Mario man.
Tommy.
Sonny.
Where's the goddamn money? Where's the goddamn stuff? And where's my gun? Are you new action? We got a situation over at Brentford. You better go and check it out.
Tommy, some mob thugs said they'd come to take their cut and said it was a Mr. Farello's money.
Sonny Farelli?
Yeah, that's the guy. I think they were very insistent.
But we shut that down and devised a plan to give Sonny fake money in order to get him off of our backs. But that plan was ruined.
Tommy! Didn't I say your temper would get you into trouble, huh?
Just take the money.
Trusted you, Tommy, and you disappointed me. But at least someone in your chicken shit organization knows how to do business.
You sold us out.
No, I sold you out, Tommy.
The real cash is upstairs in the safe.
This is the last dance for Lance fans.
So, Tommy, what was the big plan? You think I just take the fake cash, save face, and run away with my tail between my legs?
No, I just wanted to piss you off before I kill you.
With waves of guys rolling through, we take out Lance and eventually Sonny, which gave us the trophy Mischief managed. However, even though we took out all those guys, and even though we are looking after Mercedes...
One more request. Would you keep an eye on Mercedes for me?
I wanted to ask you about Mercedes. She really going to be a lawyer? Tommy, the shame. Please tell me it isn't so. I don't think I could take it.
I can assure you, Mercedes is never going to become a lawyer. Don't worry about it.
And even though Tommy is the man in Vice City now, without a doubt, with the story mode being complete,
Tommy Versetti. How's it going, Mr. Big Shot? I hear all these things about you. Some kind of player in town now, eh?
Paul, you're drunk.
It was time to let everyone know. By doing this, we finish off every single Rampage mission to finally feel like we have done it all. At least in Vice City, the world didn't know yet. So after one last scroll through the city, after grabbing a tank, we earned the media attention rank Stuff of Legends, which means the world now knows the name
Tommy Vercetti! Remember the name!
So what was left? Pretty much nothing else but cruising, rolling, and listening to the radio. I eventually go through every single radio station for the trophy born in the 80s, which gives us the Platinum Trophy Kingpin. It was a 27-hour playthrough, mostly thanks to Lance Vance.
You moron! What were you thinking?
But we finally finished it. So after getting the Platinum Trophy for San Andreas and now Vice City, it's only right if we go and get the Platinum Trophy for